What's up, Taiwan? Good evening. I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. There's been a bump in COVID cases in Taiwan. On Thursday, the Central Epidemic Command Center reported 37 new domestic cases and 46 imported ones. Most of the local infections were in areas surrounding Taipei, but the city's mayor says the capital may relax restrictions next week. Louis Watt reports.
Taipei authorities are on edge after a woman who works in one of the capital's busiest commercial buildings tested positive earlier this week. The worker at auditing firm Deloitte is part of a family of 4 from New Taipei City, confirmed as having the virus. The Taipei Nanshan Plaza is the city's second tallest building and home to many financial and corporate names. The deputy mayor said they needed to act to prevent community spread.
那职场大楼总共有将近7000名的工作同仁，所以我们希望他们能够做相关的自我采检或快筛。
Despite the fears, cases in the capital on Wednesday remained in the single digits, and Taipei's mayor said the situation was stabilizing.
过了这个礼拜 ，OK， 都没有不明感染源，我们就要一步一步放。
If that happens, food and drink will be allowed again in cinemas, public meals for the elderly would restart, and schools would be able to hold sports contests. The mayor says that could all happen from next Tuesday, if things are stable over the next few days. Chris Ma and Louise Watt for TaiwanPlus.
Countries around the world are now adopting vastly different strategies for dealing with COVID-19, with some moving to the endemic stage. Yin Kvek spoke with Professor Chien-jen, a Johns Hopkins-trained epidemiologist who was also Taiwan's vice president when the virus first emerged in China. He raises concerns about a lack of vaccines in poorer regions like Africa.
The low immunization coverage means that the possibility to have an emergence of another variant is quite likely. I can assure that if there's more than 70% of the entire world population were immunized by 2 doses of vaccine, I think it may be the time for the endemic to transform this pandemic into the endemic.
So we're actually talking many, many years then?
No, it will depend on how can we help each other. For the Africa, and they can have a very good immunization coverage. It can be done within by the end of this year, or maybe mid 2023.
Many countries are going to boosters, saying now everybody must get their booster shot. Do you believe this is the right way to deal with variants? Does that mean that every time there's a new variant, we have to get another booster?
It might not necessary to have the 4th dose or 5th dose because we have reached the plateau of the neutralizing antibody. And the 3 doses also can stimulate the very good cellular immunity of the T cells. After the 3 doses got infection, his antibody might be boosted again.
What do you think about the origins? Where do you think this originated?
If I were able to do the investigation, I would like to interview all these early 100 cases in December 2019, and I would like to ask them where have they been and do very intensive epidemiological investigation in order to trace back when and where they got the infection. If we cannot interview these persons, then there's no way to identify. But so far, even World Health Organization sent delegations to Wuhan. They did not get this first-hand data.
The national defense procurement scandal has come to light. Taiwan's National Zhongshan Institute of Science and Technology has reaffirmed that the alleged fraud in the production of its Skybow missile system would not affect national security. This comes after a Taiwanese magazine revealed that local contractors involved in the missile's production used inferior components from China. Jaime Okan reports that this could severely affect the system's capabilities.
This is the Skybow missile defense system, one of the most advanced weapon systems made in Taiwan, and it's supposed to keep the country safe from incoming artillery. But recent reports from Taiwan's Mirror Media magazine claim that some parts used in the weapon systems were sourced from China and of inferior quality, or even fake, particularly the components that power the system overall.
气控整流器控制电流电压，那也包括飞弹的控制系统，包括它的那个翼的那个制动器，都会受到影响，导致天宫可能无法发射的意思。有这种风险。
Taiwan has spent more than $2.5 billion on the production of its Skybow 3 missile system, which was announced in 2015. Onsen Taiwan Cosmetics Corporation and Burnaby Light Technology Corporation are the contractors involved in supplying the power products for the missiles. Onsen's founder and his sons, who were involved with Burnaby, were indicted for fraud and forgery last year, accused of delivering second-hand electronics made in China with fake serial numbers and forged certificates. They allegedly profited almost $3.5 million from the deal. The Mirror magazine reports also claim that some of the parts the contractors use in the defense systems can be purchased on regular shopping sites like Taobao, raising concerns over the functionality and security of Taiwan's defense assets. The Skybow 3 defense system plays a fundamental role in safeguarding the country, especially if China, which claims Taiwan as a breakaway province, were to use force to unify the island with the mainland. But no matter how advanced Taiwan's Skybow system is, it won't make a difference if its missiles can't take to the sky. Kama Xu and Jaime Okan for TaiwanPlus.
Turning now to food safety, Taiwan is increasing its national capacity to test produce imported from Fukushima and neighboring Japanese prefectures for radioactivity. The government here is set to relax its ban on produce from the area around the nuclear power plant, which was damaged in the 2011 earthquake and tsunami. The Taiwan government said the move will aid Taiwan's entry into a regional trade bloc. But local authorities and the opposition party Kuomintang have hit back, saying food safety is at risk.
A radioactive issue. Authorities across Taiwan are preparing to handle newly approved imports from Japan's Fukushima, the site of one of the world's largest nuclear disasters. But not everyone is rushing to comply with the relaxation of a decade-long ban. The mayors of 2 of Taiwan's counties have opposed the central government's move and told traders to separate Fukushima imports from other produce. A major opposition party, the Kuomintang, or KMT, continues to take the government to task on the issue.
全台湾民众最关心的食安问题，是一项非常严重的冲击，也对于2018年779万民意公投的结果，是完全的践踏，彻底的撕毁。
President Tsai Ing-wen and her ruling Democratic Progressive Party, or the DPP, claim the move will gain Tokyo's support for Taiwan's application to join the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, or the CPTPP. This massive trade bloc is composed of 11 countries around the Pacific Rim, including Canada, Japan, and New Zealand. Joining the bloc would boost trade and could help Taiwan reduce its economic reliance on China at a time when tensions are rising across the strait. And, on the back of referendum wins late last year, Tsai has the political confidence to pursue international ties and trade in the face of local opposition. A DPP poll says nearly 60% of the population support relaxing the ban.
这个决定就如同去年的公投结果，台湾人民向世界表达了台湾愿意接受国际标准，有决心解决困难的贸易问题。
Japan's foreign ministry has welcomed the move, and Fukushima farmers are looking forward to the new export market. But it's not clear whether this means Japan will now support Taiwan's entry to the CPTPP, and what other obstacles could still lay in the way of joining the trade pact. Klein Wang and Rick Lowett for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. I'm Ethan Liu. Finally, before the Super Bowl next week, we'll give you a peek at the preparations for the Puppy Bowl, featuring the record 103 puppies this year. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. See you next time and take care.